Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Brad the Bard, and today I have everybody's favorite ref, Tom Cellamare. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to our Patreon sponsor, Vedinian. If you guys like horror and action and sci-fi and creative writing, check out his website, linked in the description. Brought today also by 10th Planet Bethlehem for letting us use the space. We're probably going to get stormed out by JM here in a couple, less than 2 hours. So this will be a quick one. My fault for getting a damn adapter on the damn thing. What's up, man? How are you doing, man?
Dude, I'm excited, man. Things are fantastic. I'm always in a great mood. What about yourself, dude?
Dude, I'm money, man. So let's just kind of dive right in. Like,
Please.
we just got done with the Emerald City Invitational.
Yes,
you were
we
the
did.
ref,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Like you were cleaning it up. It was one of the cool things. I'll say, like, I didn't get to thank you, I think, in the moment, but we did not have a synchronized clock situation.
No.
And you were like table Brad, and like it was going. Oh my god, dude. Couple like snafus we had there, but you were like on top of that shit, man.
Yeah, man, I love reffing, and I've done this luckily enough times now where it's not too difficult to coordinate with a couple people. I know it's still a little bit hard because we got there and we were for us with like the timekeeping and whatnot. We kind of got there and we didn't have the best idea right off the top of our head. We could have done a little bit better if maybe have just said, hey, let's make our table close to you guys so we could coordinate a little bit better. But this is what it is, right? We're learning.
Yeah,
we're learning, and
it was, dude, Sam's first event, right?
Sam's first event of this caliber. I know he had said, I believe he was on your show maybe like 2 weeks ago, the GGL, exactly. So it's what it is, right? We can't all just immediately, boom, we have this masterpiece. Take some time.
Like we're gonna immediately outclass the UFC right now.
Exactly. Like, something like Kasai where like the first event is just like insane. I feel like that's like a rarity. Like that's definitely a rarity.
Especially like you must have some people funding that in the back end where you have extra manpower, all
Rich
the money
Byrne
for
is
it.
not having an issue when it comes to money. So it was funny at I think it might have been the last one, right? The last one was in 2019, I think now.
I think so. The Kasai one?
Yes. So there was the Kasai in Atlantic City. I had a bunch of people that were in it. Grace Guntram competed in it. Ashley Williams competed in it. I believe Joao Meow won that one. Mm-hmm. Now, that one was really crazy because I remember, the day before, me and Josh Williams are training with Rich Byrne and the owner of Hampton's Jiu-Jitsu, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. But I remember we were training and Rich was saying how we wanted to make sure that there was enough water for everyone there. Yeah. So Rich had someone come in with a pallet of water. A pallet. Like not a couple bottles, a whole pallet. Like he's like, this is what we need.
Yeah. It's like no one's doing a gas station run. He called like fucking U-Haul.
Exactly. Yeah. He had a guy go to Walmart, give me a whole thing out of the back. He was
That's fucking awesome.
Exactly. It pays to have, a little bit of spare change for your tournaments.
For sure.
But no, dude, Sam, back to Emerald City. Sam did an awesome job. You guys did an awesome job.
Yeah,
I know you guys ran
that was definitely the biggest thing I've ever streamed. Like we had my B&B media team, so shout out to those guys. I think we killed it, all things considered.
Yeah, you guys did awesome.
One of the guys that was doing like the walkout camera, that guy's name's Pat Blaine. He actually films for the World Series.
Does he really?
Yeah. Well, small world shit.
It was so funny when it comes to that guy, dude. So I saw him walking around with this camera, and at no point did I think, oh, that's probably the best camera in the entire venue. I never thought that. Yeah. Because, there were points where, I'm seeing his hand shake a little bit, but I didn't think the camera would be that amazing. And then I was thinking, I would have stood out of the way of that a little bit more if I realized. Like, you saw what we were working with on the inside. I only had the house camera to work with.
Dude, seriously, man.
I never got to see any of the production.
Yeah.
So
did you get to check it out on Flow?
I did. I did go back and watch some of it, and that's what I realized. I'm great at standing directly in front of the cameras, just directly in front of them. I'm always doing that, apparently.
Yeah, it's so funny. Man, I can't remember the name of the ref for Sogi, but he it's funny. He always is shoulder checking to make sure he's not in the way. Right? Yeah, he was really accommodating. I can't remember who was fighting, but man, they almost knocked into my specific camera setup that I had. Like we had a few guys in corners, and I was like, oh god, he saved it. I was like, panic mode. But man,
that's the worst.
Dude, let me ask you,
please.
What was your favorite fight of the night for Emerald City, man?
Oh man, there were so many good matches that night.
I was so impressed, man.
So I would have to say, in terms of I don't want to say dominance because Frank did such a good job that day too. I mean, it went 9.5 minutes. But Luis Quinones with I said his last name wrong. Yeah. But Luis against Frank Rosenthal, dude. Just the intensity of his passing, getting to the back, controlling the back, holding it, and finishing with that very, very very uncommon shoulder crank.
Dude, I've seen that more in the last year in competition. Yeah, because Damian Anderson hit that at Sogi to win. And then this time, it was crazy to see it used that way. Like I need to incorporate that shit because it obviously works at a high level, man. That was one of my fucking, like, I'm watching the screen. I'm like, oh my God, who's gonna win? Actually, I had a beer with Lewis after that.
Did you?
He was at the hotel. I had like a case of beers. He was sitting with PJ. I'm like, beers.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Really cool guys.
That's
man.
also part of it, right, dude? I can't even say one match because PJ had 4 insane matches.
Insane.
John Combs, amazing matches. There were so many good matches, man. It was like. One of the ones that was a dark horse match for me that I knew the guys were good, but the match was so entertaining was Jordan Peitzman and Ben Dixon, I believe his name was. He got his brown belt right after the match.
I remember that. Yes,
that was insane. That was such a good
very
match.
Dynamic
match. That was a really good match because I've seen Jordan.
Didn't they roll off the mat at one point?
At one point, I believe so. The armbar was in the center of the mat, but I just remember because I've been seeing Jordan for so long. I remember seeing him at the Ultimate Mat Warriors in California when I was a blue belt 4 years ago, and he was just doing things like putting his hands up in the air and letting dudes shoot takedowns on him, and like just silly things. And then to see him, and then to see someone be able to get an armbar in him, like that guy's legit. Man. Yeah, he deserves that brown belt, 100%.
Yeah, that was awesome. Hell yeah, man. So, dude, like, how long have you been reffing? I'm curious. Like, you're a brown belt now under Zach and JM.
So I technically started reffing as a blue belt.
Okay.
So I actually had someone ask me about this the other day because he was interested about getting into this type of thing.
Yeah, man.
And so I started as a blue belt, and I just started reffing with the local good fight.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I got lucky that because they post about it too. Like, there's a lot of times, 3 days before the event, they're like, "Hey, we need people to work it. Even if you don't get in as a ref, get in as a time person."
Yeah.
And you could next time. You're like, "Hey, I'd love to ref." And, it was funny because as a blue belt, luckily at that point, I believe it was already submission only, so I really didn't have to worry about points. But like, it was so funny as a blue belt reffing like purple belts and higher belts, and it being kind of like almost intimidating, like you don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
But now, I've probably had like, I shouldn't say 4 years of experience, but my first time was like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, I feel comfortable now. And the EBI rule set, like,
oh yeah, especially
I could do
that's what you train, dude.
Exactly. Like, this is my thing. Like, I don't have a problem with this at all.
That's awesome. I will say, man, like, you and Zach were, like I said, man, you guys were super professional and tight. Like, except for standing in front of the cameras.
Except for that. Except for that, man. But like, I won't lie. Like, it was nerve wracking, especially. I had no idea Eddie Bravo was going to be there.
Dude, I was shitting bricks. No one told me. I saw on camera. I'm like, I went to Sam. I went like this. I'm like, is that fucking Eddie Bravo over there?
It was so funny, man, because I was talking to John Combs, and he asked me if Eddie was going to be there. And I was like, I don't think so. And he's like, is that him right there? And it was. And, I went over, and Zach told him, we were going to be reffing. And then immediately Eddie's like, oh, let's talk about this. And I'm like, uh-oh. I got all nervous. I'm like, oh, man. But, everything that, Eddie had said, because everything was mostly around the overtime.
Yeah.
Everything he had said, me and Zach have already talked about. Like, we've done a whole bunch of these. I mean, what do we have to do? Like 16, 17 different finishers events between the open and the main one. Like, we know what we're doing with this.
Yeah.
The main thing with, EBIOT, and I won't spend too much time on it, is you just got to give the offensive person the benefit of the doubt most of the time. You give them an extra second. You give them an extra second and a half. You let them see if they can get to the back still or if they sit on a sub. Because you can always take a second off if you're wrong in that case, right? You can never stop early and get back in that same position the same way. It won't be the same tightness. You could always, take a second off at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, you always have to just keep that in mind. Like, you have to and everyone needs to know the offensive person is going to get the right of way through most of this. If you're the bottom person or the defensive person, you have to get all the way out. Extend your arms, extend your frames, make it obvious. If you make it obvious, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
If there's a doubt, that guy's getting it, not you. It's a big thing to just keep in mind.
No, it's awesome to hear you say that.
Yes.
Like, I haven't been in any EBIOT rule sets yet. I want to. Like, sub only is my jam. Like, the last time I won a tournament, it was a sub only tournament. Yeah. But man, I fucking love it, dude. I watched. Like, I remember the finishers that happened in that weird building. It was like early 2020. You remember?
Was that the one in the hotel?
Andrew fought Chris Shangoli. It was a barn.
It was the one in the barn.
Yeah, dude, that shit was fucking lit, bro.
That was a crazy one.
Dude, that was
fun. what, 4 months into the this whole situation,
the finishers like into the fucking
that was
COVID
really
shit.
Underground,
dude. I know, man.
That was
the
super
cops
underground.
came to that and like they were like, "What's going on?" It's like jiu-jitsu, and they were like, "All right."
Yeah,
they were like, it's like
he was like, just don't look inside and see that none of us are wearing masks.
Yo, for real, dude. I feel like it was so funny when I was leaving at the end. Someone was like having a grill out or some shit, and they were like, "Oh, what's going on?
What's going on in there,
like,
right?
Dude, a big fucking UFC event." Like,
yeah, right.
Basically, I had to explain what jiu-jitsu was. I'm like, it's fucking UFC with no punching.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's fucking lit. Speaking of which, combat jiu-jitsu shit going on lately. Like, what's you guys are running like a whole thing on that? Like, you have a class in here in the curriculum?
A lot of times the way this works is, I've heard JM say this a bunch of times, but we're adults. When you're in a jiu-jitsu class, if you want to be working with palm strikes, you grab someone and you work with palm strikes. There's no problem with that. We don't necessarily have like a separate combat jiu-jitsu class right now. I know JM's instituting a new class right now. I believe it's called like Fight Basics or something along the lines of that.
I kind of want to try that out, man.
But all the time we have people rolling in here with strikes, and while we're talking about this is probably the best time to say it, because I think I might have said it to you earlier, but if not, I'm in the combat jiu-jitsu qualifier in the beginning of May.
Oh shit, man.
May 2nd.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
bro.
so flying out to LA in like a week and a half.
Oh shit.
I'm in the combat jiu-jitsu qualifier. It's gonna be super fun, man.
That's awesome.
I haven't been out to LA in
You're
quite a while.
competing or you're reffing?
No, I'm competing.
Oh, I was gonna say
I'm competing in this one.
That's
man.
fucking awesome,
man. I'm not missing my spot now.
Yeah.
Like, I love refereeing, man. I really do. But I'm 27. Like, I'm young. I have a lot of competition left in me.
Yeah, dude.
So
that's
it's about
shit.
time. And I remember when watching JM in the very first combat jiu-jitsu event that was held at the EBI. What was that? Maybe 11 or 12 or something like that. I remember just watching that. I was like, dude, I have to try that. I have to.
Yeah.
And another
dude, I've never done like a full, like one time we put on like the MMA gloves and we do like body shots.
Right.
I've never done like a let's smack each other as hard as we fucking can while we're fucking rolling situation though.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
it's really not that bad, because you got to think, and don't get me wrong, the palm strikes can really suck, but if you get hit with like 3 of them in a round, it's not like you're not going to suffer the worst cut. Like, you don't really
you're not waking up with a headache tomorrow morning.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. And I remember because we've had, obviously, John's a combat jiu-jitsu champion. JM has competed a bunch of times. The only time I've ever seen someone like hurt by a strike in the training has been like an accidental knee or an elbow. Like, it's never like, you never really see
shit that you'll get in regular rolls.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like I don't really think there's that much added danger in the rolls in the gym, because it can be very controlled, right? Like, I can tap you and the bottom person needs to react to it as if I'm hitting you as hard as possible.
Yeah.
And then it's the same thing. It's the same thing in terms
man.
of, maybe my cardio is different, because like if I was swinging for the fences, I'm using a lot more cardio, obviously.
Yeah.
But, that's kind of my thought on that. It's fun, man. It's really, really fun.
I definitely want to try. You'll have to fucking maybe like later today you can show me like a combat jiu-jitsu thing that you like to do. No, it's
because
fucking
it's
sweet.
fun, man. Because like, especially when you're talking about, and obviously when I'm in the qualifier, it's not going to be against people that don't know what they're talking about. But for the normal person, if you're rolling or if you're fighting with strikes, if you're hitting someone in the head or in the stomach, they're going to put their hands in certain spots. And if you have ideas for when their hands get in certain spots, right? If their hand ends up around their head, let's grab the, like the hand behind the wrist. What's that called?
Like a gift wrap.
Gift wrap,
thing,
thank you. I can't believe I forgot gift wrap. But that's what it is, right? Because that's usually what's been happening. I'll get to a spot like 3/4 mount, and I'll posture up, and I start hitting them in the head, and they turn to block their face. And they give you the gift
get
wrap.
that chest pressure on the elbow.
They give you the chest pressure across the tricep. You get the gift wrap, and then you just pull them across to the other side and take their back. That's been happening a lot, but like I said, I'm sure when I'm going with someone who's, okay with getting hit in the head, that's not going to happen. Well, it's been nice because luckily, in the advanced classes, I've been getting a lot of roles with, guys like Bryant, who's, been in MMA, who's not going to shy away from getting palm striked.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, I've gotten a roll with JM a good amount of times with this.
Yeah.
And it's almost intimidating rolling. Like, I almost don't even want to pull the trigger when I'm going with JM, because I know if I overextend, if I make a mistake, things are going to start going bad. And I play way too conservative against him.
That's so funny, man. Yo, would you ever do a street beefs?
Dude, I literally thought about messaging that guy at one point, because like I wasn't going to, because they like fight in like the dirt.
Yeah, dude. With the fucking haystacks.
They get like 6 million views on every video.
Dude, yeah, dude.
I was like, dude, I should totally go in there, just get mount, beat the piss out of some dude, take his back. Like, why wouldn't I do that? Like
lion killer.
Yeah, like I should. I would love to do that. Like, it's funny because I've watched it.
Dude, I watch them all the time, bro. They're so fucking good, man.
The guilty pleasure. It's like,
do you have like a favorite guy?
No, what's a dude? Is it a Mighty Mouse? The dude who's like tattooed like all the way up to his head.
I like the fat dude Shinigami. Dude, he's a fucking beast. I love that guy.
Oh, dude, it kills me.
He's like E-Honda and shit.
Yeah.
He always wears a gi to the fight.
Exactly.
With MMA gloves. I'm like, yo, who is this
fake
guy?
GSP. So I just remember the first time I saw that, I was like, wait, what is going on? And then I looked at the view count, and I was like,
we're about to find out.
He's got something going on here. That's been like on ESPN and stuff, too.
No, it hasn't.
It has.
That's crazy.
I'm 99% sure that he was featured on ESPN. Not like the show wasn't on ESPN.
Yeah. But they were like highlights, like top 10 knockouts
he was like
of 2020
featured on
or
Sports Center or some crap like that for like 2 minutes. Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. Wow.
Oh, dude, it killed me. I was like...
Yo, for the qualifier, like, you're flying to LA. Like, is it a big production there, man?
So for the qualifier, it's usually just held at HQ, and Eddie usually just streams it like on his YouTube channel. I'm assuming, because I'm pretty sure the Michael Plaster dude's going to be down here in Pennsylvania for it's like a quintet tournament down here in Pennsylvania or something like that. Nice. So I know he's usually like the big like video guy in our scene, so if he's not going to be there'll still probably will be someone there like filming it in decent quality, but it's not going to be like, the same thing, like, an Emerald City type event with multiple cameras, announcements, any of that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That's interesting. I'm trying to, so like you like I'm wondering like what's the last like time you had like a walkout song? I was going to ask you like what were you planning to do for your next one? Oh man,
yeah, dude, the last time I think I had a walkout was the Fight to Win.
Oh, nice,
Fight to Win last year, and then we did the Subversive too. So yeah, we've done those. But
what was the Subversive? I've never been to one of those events.
So the Subversive was 3v3. It was another one of Seth Daniels' events.
Oh shit!
So the way it worked when the last one was, I believe it was 170 pounds and under male, 170 pounds and over male, absolute weight for the female.
Yeah, Andrew did that.
Yes,
Andrew did that. Oh, we had a sauce team out there. I can't remember who was on the team, but yeah, I do remember that.
Either. To be honest with you, I can't remember who else was on it. Yeah. But there were some crazy guys now. Studio 84 had a team. That's who I faced first round because I was on Team Philadelphia. I got to face John Combs the first round.
Damn.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Dude, John's a beast, man. I've rolled with him once, and he fucking greased me up. I'm like, all right, man, maybe I should fucking do chess or something.
Dude, it was funny. So, speaking on John Combs, I remember meeting John Combs out in L.A. like 4 or 5 years ago when I was a blue belt, and he was already a black belt, and he just beat the absolute shit out of me. And I remember when I was going into this time, I was like, all right, this is going to be the great test for what I'm capable of. And while I think I made it maybe like 5 minutes or so, I still felt like, it was a good thing. But dude, John's been on like some hell of a roll. What is he ranked? Like number 8 on Flow Grappling?
I think 7 right now.
Actually. 7
Don't
right
quote
now.
me, but I think he showed me. Like we were last time I was at Studio 84. Guy, I was eating. We were eating lunch. It was me, Guy, him, and Keith Krikorian.
Oh, really?
Because Keith's opening the new location and shit. But yeah, John was like, "Oh, look at that!" And I'm like, "What? That's fucking wild, dude." I'm like, I'm sitting next to John Combs eating bread right now.
Isn't that so funny? It's
like, number 7 in the world.
Number 7 in the world.
Yeah, man.
Most dangerous man.
It's so funny, dude. Whenever I see John, I like to sneak up on him and go, "Master Combs, we meet again." He's so fucking fun, man. I fucking love that whole group of guys, man.
Yeah, they're all good dudes. They're all good dudes. I only got to recently meet Giotano. Is that his first name?
Gaetano,
Gaetano, sorry.
Yeah. Calm guy. No, it's all good.
Okay, now I get it. So I only recently got to meet him over at Studio 84, but I've luckily known Jay for a little bit now.
Yeah.
A couple years. He's commentated on a lot of events that I've reffed.
Oh, that's so cool. So you've logistically been like touching hands for a long time.
Exactly. So like it's been cool. Like I can't even remember exactly how our friendship relationship started originally. I don't remember where I met him.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like now every time we always talk. It's always super cool. he's a really good guy.
Dude, he's such an awesome dude, man.
And he's obviously does his homework on everything.
Dude, he came, I was like, yeah, man, like when I was setting him up in the commentary booth, I'm like, Jay, do you need anything, bro? Like, do you want me to help you, like, figure some names out and shit? And he's like, bro, he slaps down this, like, folder with, like, everyone's info. I'm like, dude, holy shit.
He had it all there.
He's a fucking professional, man. It was so funny, man. Like, I can't remember how you came up when we were discussing things, but I was like, Tom? He's like, yeah, man, Tom's a fucking man. It's so cool to see, like, how it seems like everyone that is like a logistically involved with the jiu-jitsu like competition scene, like everyone seems to like have like a respect for each other, kind of thing, man.
Well, it only benefits us, right?
Yeah,
it is only beneficial for us all to work together. And
yeah, man.
What would be the benefit of us like having grudges against each other? Like
course.
if I like hated other refs, like could you imagine? I go to like a Naga, I'm like that bitch.
One of my guys was in fucking like off the mat when he had a submission and she reset it.
Yeah, like what benefit would that have?
For
you know
real.
what I mean? Like it's only good. Well, it's one of the things because I started grappling from wrestling. I wrestled through high school and whatnot.
Yeah,
and we were never cool after matches. Like I never had a match and was like nice match, man. Like hugged afterward. I feel like 50 to 80% of the people I've competed against in jiu-jitsu, we're all cool now.
Yeah,
like I'm friends with them.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool as shit.
It's totally different.
I gotta say, I think I'm like following one person I've ever competed against on like Instagram or something. When I compete, man, like it's so hard. Like
changes.
I have like really like powerful cognitive empathy. So like if I know too much about who I'm fighting, I care about
it. Changes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to fucking know anything about you. So like when it's so funny. Andrew was doing reconnaissance like on a guy like that I was gonna do a super fight against like a while back. And he's like, oh man, like they're doing triangles and stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't want to know nothing about this guy, bro. I'm gonna work on like my strengths and weaknesses this week. We're just gonna go hard and I'm just gonna like do whatever I can. Because like if I know about like, oh, he's got a kid, I don't want to hurt him, man. Like,
so I should start telling you like what kind of cereal he likes.
Yeah, it's like, man, I fucking love that cereal. I like this guy. I don't want to fucking hurt him. Dude, when I walk on the mat, I want to be like, you're not a person to me until after. Like,
right.
I can't look at you as a human.
It can be very difficult, especially when I was like a white and a blue belt and stuff. If you know someone and then you have to get to a point where you have to break them, that gets really hard.
Yeah,
and like I know people now who at purple belt that they've gotten into competitions and they've gotten to points where they've never had to bring someone past like a certain degree of bend in an arm bar, something like that, and they hesitate, they flinch. And they mess up.
And then the guy's out,
because you have to have that killer instinct. And it kind of sucks.
I don't want to hurt. Yeah, like I don't want to hurt someone, but like I said, man, like the week of, I can turn that bitch switch off. Yes. You know what I mean?
And the good thing is no one here will ever like blame you.
Yeah, for real. Like, dude, you're in comp. Like, you know what I mean? It's you have to. Like, if you want to win, you gotta be on that life or death shit, man.
Well, this is the thing I always tell new people, and slightly different, but you could always tap. So if you don't tap, it's on you. Yeah. You never just don't tap.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was actually talking to a guy about that. The difference between jiu-jitsu and why like longevity in jiu-jitsu is a thing versus boxing is because the responsibility of you getting hurt if we're rolling is on you. You tap. But if we're boxing, I have to be responsible with like pulling my punches and not fucking bodying you.
Destroy someone's brain.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly, man.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
So if you're rolling with someone irresponsible.
Yeah, that's why I'm
training.
I take like since I lost like my corporate job, like I don't have like the same health insurance situation, so like dude, I roll light like for the most part, unless it's like a buddy of mine like in my gym. Right. I don't go crazy, man, unless I'm like building up for competition. Like I tap early, tap often, man.
Exactly. Well, because that's what it is, man. Like things will happen at the points where you don't expect it.
100%, dude.
Because like I have a student who I think she's been training for like 6 months and she tore her cornea like 2 weeks ago.
And in the eye? Yeah. How the fuck does that even happen?
The weird part is, dude, is she can't even tell you about getting hit in the eye. Every time she tells me about this situation where she got hit, she said it hit her eyebrow. But her cornea is torn. So obviously something did happen. But yeah, she has to get surgery on like her eye and stuff. And it's like,
weird.
That's why I always tell people like, you got to be careful where your fingers go.
Oh, 100%.
You got to cut your nails.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it's funny. Like when I first started doing jiu-jitsu, it's pretty funny. I used to grow the nails out on my right fingers, like because I play guitar, and I was like getting into like classical stuff. Like at the time, I don't really do it anymore now because of jiu-jitsu. But I remember I clawed somebody, and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, all right, bro, I'll do it. I can't. I don't want to be this guy anymore." Yeah. I got shit about it one too many times.
100%.
Yeah,
that's the worst. Cut someone with the nails.
Yeah. It's like fucking. I'm like Freddy Krueger with like one hand.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
What I mean? It was so fucked.
It makes sense if you were just a musician, though, to kind of
like that's kind of like I'd been training like on and off with like some like I actually did boxing before I did jiu-jitsu, just all casually. And then that submission arena thing went down. I met Andrew, and then he invited me up to the gym. And I'm like, all right, dude, I used to do some like army combatives. You're going down, bro. Like I will weigh you by like 30 pounds. Yeah. Bro, he fucked me up every 30 seconds for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah.
No, dude. After that, I'm like, all right, I'll drive up here every week.
Yeah, it makes me laugh, man, because like I remember when I first started jiu-jitsu, when I was like when I was like a blue belt, I was 20 years old, going to like house parties. Dudes would always be like, "Oh, you're the jiu-jitsu guy, eh? You want to fight?" And every time that something like that would happen, they get subbed in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there is something to this. Okay. And even at like blue belt, that's what it is, man. Like a normal person can't do anything to someone who has like 8 weeks of training. Like real training. Like
especially drunk at a fucking party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You ever have to use jiu-jitsu in like a real life situation besides like at a party?
Once, but it was so insignificant because I had jiu-jitsu that like I almost don't even think about it. But essentially, it was I was at someone's house. I think we were playing like flag football or something.
Yeah.
And I like pushed this kid, and this kid came at me. And we were like 21.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was like I kind of just like ducked around and got like a body lock and like brought him to the ground real nice and got him out and was like, "So are you gonna relax now?" Like, it was so insignificant because I knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
but like,
and he could kind of detect like, I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, it was not even close. Honestly, that's what happens a lot of times. Even in those situations where I said like parties where dudes came at me.
Yeah.
You get and mount on someone, you get knee on belly, they sit there for 30 seconds, they don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, you know what? They get real timid real fast.
Yeah.
So like that's what happens a lot. Like I've never had luckily a situation where I had to like fight
really
for my
fuck
life,
someone up with
or like
it,
someone came at me with like a bottle or something.
Yeah, dude.
Or like real
the bar
aggression.
brawl situation.
I've never had anything like that. Like,
that's good, man. It's so funny. I tell people like I'm like a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, but like my charisma and stuff, and because I'm confident, like my de-escalation skills are like purple or blue or brown belt.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it is. Like I feel like a big part is you just be friendly. You don't come at people aggressively. You have a big smile on your face.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, dude, I don't want to have to do anything bad. Dude, let me buy you a beer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's squash it. Like that. I accidentally bumped into your girlfriend or something at the bar.
Well, it's funny because like most of the times that I've traveled out to Europe, every time I've traveled out to Europe.
We got to go into this.
We're going to. We really will. But every time I've gone out, I always go by myself. I never go with anyone.
What?
Yeah. So like I'm an only child, right? I never grew up with brothers or sisters. Like I don't want to say I'm a loner, but I'm great alone.
Yeah.
Now, every time I've gone out there, I always go by myself. I always meet up with, guys out in Wales or somewhere. But whenever I go out there, I go by myself. And, I've gone out to, Amsterdam, and I've gone out to places like out in Wales. They have a place called Wine Street. And they say, like, oh, be careful walking around out there. There's always fights and stuff like that. But no one's going to fight me. I'm walking around with a big smile on my face. I'm all nice and happy to be there. Like, I'm the last target.
Yeah,
I'm the last guy.
And for real. Like, you look happy and you're kind of brawlic. Like, people are gonna they want soft targets. You know what I mean?
I'm not the guy. Like, if you want the easy target, I'm probably not me. And I look happy. No one's trying to ruin my day. You know what I mean? Like, it's super fun. Well, it was funny. When I was in Amsterdam, I realized quick that, so I had like this big puffy jacket on and wear like a black skull cap, and I'm walking around and people start like moving out of my way and stuff. And I realized I'm the guy that people think are going to mug them. I'm like, dude, I have the best defense now. I'm like, no one's going to mess with me at all.
That's so funny.
So then I scowled. Then I'm walking around all pissed off.
Like, let me see how much I can own this persona.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like walking with a pit bull.
No one's
getting off that side of the street.
No one even wanted to talk to me. No one even wanted to look at me.
That's so fucking funny.
I'm like, it's fantastic. I'm like, I got this down now.
That's funny. So you were in Amsterdam? You go to like the red light district? I never been there. I gotta like tell me some stories, bro.
Amsterdam is so much fun.
Dude, I bet. Everything's legal? Like,
so it was funny. So like when I took a train from the UK into mainland Europe because there's like a tunnel that you go through. So we went into Amsterdam, and dude, it was so crazy because it's just like you get out and it's not like regular pavement, like everything's different, you know, and it's just like a total different world. It felt like I stepped back like 100 years or something like that. I feel like I almost sound like dumb American saying that because like, but it just felt so different. And, you know, all the signs are in Dutch. Nothing's in English.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like the weed shops every like block and a half. everywhere. They have stores that are selling mushrooms.
Oh, what?
Dude, I'm telling you. Awesome place.
Yeah.
Like I was only there because I went back at my calendar and looked at this because I was only there for I think 4 days. It felt like I was there for a month. Like it was
so you're just doing all the things.
It was so much fun, dude.
That sounds fucking awesome.
But
man.
yeah, the red light district is insane. So this is one of the things, right? So I was trying to tell people about how insane Amsterdam is.
Yeah.
You could be walking down the street, weed shop, weed seed shop, weed shop. Want to see someone get fucked by a donkey? It's like, oh, it's the bestiality building, okay. And I'm standing there, and I'm not thinking about going in there at all. But I'm watching all the people that are like, should I go? They're totally like, should I go in there and watch this?
Like, where else can I see this? Maybe I should.
Legal. There's a building for it. It's like,
holy shit, dude.
I was like, okay, wait, what? Amsterdam's a crazy place, man.
Dude.
It was a ton of fun, though.
Yo,
it was a ton of fun.
Did you know someone there?
No.
Dude, that's crazy. So when you travel, you don't like go visit a buddy. You're just like, I want to go to this place. That's fucking awesome.
We'll talk
man.
a little bit about like how this started.
I want to know your philosophy because like I have the bus and I'm gonna be doing some traveling, dude. I want to resonate with you right here.
So like, I feel like I can make friends very, very easy.
For sure, dude.
Incredibly easy.
Dude, I fucking love, like anyone talks about Tom Cellamare, I'm like, dude, I fucking love that guy. I'd take a bullet for him if it doesn't kill me.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
But so basically, how I met Ashley is kind of how I need to start here. So I met Ashley Williams because he was the main event of our finishers tournament at one point. So when he came out here a week earlier, and he happened to stay at my house. The house I was living at, not my house. But so when he left, I basically was like driving around to all his seminars. I hung out with him. We became cool. And I asked him if I can come out. He told me sure. So I flew out to the UK 6 months later.
To Wales, right?
I flew out to London.
Okay.
So I start in London, right?
Okay.
Take a train out to Wales and hang out in Swansea for a week and a half with Ashley. Then I ended up taking a train back to London and then to mainland Europe, over to Holland, to Amsterdam. And I knew no one there. So I got a hotel room.
Like, fuck it, let's figure it out.
I just said, fuck it. I've always wanted to go there. I've been telling people I wanted to go forever. So I just went.
Yeah.
And now the only people I knew there was a 10th Planet there. So I did go train at 10th Planet Amsterdam.
It's cool. It's cool to know that you got a spot.
Yes,
to go,
exactly.
You know?
So I still talk to my friend Imad there every once in a while. He's a really cool dude. I believe he's in Egypt right now. I think he's doing like a seminar tour in Egypt.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Really nice guy when I went through there. But yeah, so I kind of ended up being friends with them. Now, I didn't necessarily like make like more friends in Amsterdam. Like I just chilled there. Most of my friends that I hang out with when I'm in Europe are in Wales. So I've gone to Wales a lot now. I've probably been there 8-10 times.
Damn, dude.
There was a point.
And you go there like I think the last time we were talking, you were going there to prepare for a competition or something.
I was going there for the ADCC trials prep.
Dude, that's epic. Man.
I was going there for Ashley Williams ADCC trials camp. But it got canceled. The ADCC trials got canceled while I was there.
Oh, because of COVID.
Right. That's so it got canceled like I think it was like we were in the middle of training and Ashley like whipped his phone out.
It's like, hey guys, bad news.
Exactly. But
it's like no excuse to not train hard here though, yeah.
It was like we're still training though.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, it was they have like the hardest training that I've ever experienced out there. Like they train so much harder. Like anytime I've came back from there, my cardio has just been outstanding.
Interesting, dude.
They train.
Is it in the mountains or something too?
No, man. It's just like people don't understand how hard they work out there. Like they really do work hard.
It's just a lot more dynamic rolls, like a lot of like athletic dudes.
So this was one of my favorite exercises that we did, right? So there's a board with 15 different stations written on it, right? Now the stations will be like this: round 1, IBJJF rules round, 6 minutes. The next one, you're going to be doing bench presses. The next one, ADCC round. The next one, you're going to be doing pull-ups. The next one, sub-only round. The next one, you're going to be doing farmers carries. So, like, that's what I'm saying, man.
That's sick as
no
fuck.
rest.
I want to try that.
And they're working out while they're at.
So it's like they're integrating CrossFit with Jiu-Jitsu almost.
It's just, I don't know if I would say CrossFit as much as like working out, because they're not doing like crazy
well, I'm
CrossFit
thinking like
movements.
when I've done CrossFit workouts, it's like they do stations. That's the
Understandable.
only thing I can compare.
I can
it to.
understand that then. But yeah, like it's just, they're just animals, man. And, you know, almost every time I was there, you know, right after we'd be done training, I'd be, you know, like sitting down, taking a breather. They're lifting. They're squatting.
That's fucking wild.
They're squatting, man. Like it's.
They go after it, man.
They're working.
That's crazy, man. I'm like, I want to try that shit, dude. That sounds fun as fuck.
It's something else, man. Like, so there was a point when before COVID happened where I was going out there like every like 4 to 6 weeks, and I would spend, you know, like 2, 3, 4 weeks out there. It was a period where I was going out there a lot.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened. I've only been out there I think twice in a year.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, it's something else. It's like, so I love the training out there. I love the people. The people are really, really nice. To me, at least.
Yeah,
to me, because I'm like some random American guy.
Oh, yeah. That's
like,
funny.
so Swansea isn't really like a tourist destination.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like a lot of people haven't met an American before.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so,
funny.
like,
Yeah.
I walk in and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
who the
neat.
fuck's this guy? Like,
that's cool, though, man. Do they have a lot of killers coming out of there? Like, they win in competition, like European stuff?
There's... In Wales, there's a couple main people. Ashley Williams is obviously, I think he's ranked number 4 or 5 on Flow Grappling.
What's his weight?
So I think he's ranked that at 135.
Interesting.
It might be 145, but then also keep in mind, you know, he's triple Polaris champion at 3 different weight classes.
Yeah.
So, like, that's also the thing that kind of confuses me is I don't remember which exact weight he's ranked in. But
yeah,
like,
they probably do like 60 kilograms or something.
this is also the thing, is it's kilograms, right?
Yeah.
So the first 3 or 4 times I went out there, I didn't know the conversion.
Yeah.
So they would talk about weights, and I'd just like put my hands up. I'm like, put me wherever.
It's like
So this was a problem, right? So I competed out there once. And I competed, and I think I competed at 80 kilograms. And I did not know the conversion at all. So when I competed against this guy named Josh Hudson.
Yeah.
And when I met Josh, I was like, this dude is fucking brawling as hell. I was like, why am I going against this guy?
what do you weigh, like 170?
Right now, like 170.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I believe that's like 71, 72 kilos or something that. I was like, this dude is my height and he's jacked. Like, this dude's huge.
This is a problem. I need to talk to somebody.
Oh, it made me laugh so hard. It was super fun.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, next time I'm going to learn this conversion, I'll whip out my calculator. Let me just figure this out.
2.2 divided.
Yes, 2.2 exactly. I'm like, divide.
That's fucking funny, man. Oh, shit.
Exactly. Yeah, man, I really got to get back out there. Ashley asked me to come out during the summer because they're so this is a thing, right? They've been like in super lockdown since like October. You know how we've been like chilling, doing whatever we want?
Yeah, like lately.
Yeah, they have not.
Yeah.
They have not at all. So
For
it's
sure.
like
That's fucking wild.
It's something. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
That sucks. Well, that's good for them in some capacity where like all they can do is jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? They can't do much else.
Right.
I know, like that was a big thing for me. Like we're kind of touching on this like earlier, but like jiu-jitsu for me, like when COVID started and I like lost my job and shit, dude, I was fucking depressed. I didn't know what the fuck to do with my life. And then like, you know, my jiu-jitsu friends reached out to me and I just started fucking traveling.
Just doing it where you can.
Because of that, I started the podcast like more seriously and everything, man. It's crazy, like the snowball effect.
How that happens, right? Well, it was insane, man, because I remember when COVID started, I went from doing, mostly, 2 a days, if not multiple, more than that. I was teaching privates, multiple privates a day, to then I literally made like a fuking, like a doll. Like I made like a 6 foot tall like dummy. Yeah. And I would like roll with it. Dude, yeah. So we got a gi, one of my big gis, and I stuffed it with pillows and blankets and I made towels, like arms and legs and stuff. Yeah. And I made like a 6'5" dummy. That I could just do things on.
You like sewed it together and shit?
We sewed the gi pants and the top together so that way it wouldn't come apart.
Interesting. Well, where was the head? What did you do for a head?
So for the head, I put a hoodie inside of it, right?
Oh, nice.
And then I made a head out of like blankets.
Yeah.
And I think I even put like a wood thing in for a neck and stuff.
Yeah. That's sick. You were
yeah.
cranking the motherfucker.
I did a lot of it, because it was like I needed to do something, man. Those 3-4 months without jiu-jitsu was so hard.
Yeah, man.
It was so hard.
When did you find out about like any underground stuff going on? I know it was.
So like I kind of knew that things at Bethlehem were going on for a while.
You came to the basement. Like you came to where I was going.
I did because it was like, at the very least, I wanted to do it in a small group.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Because I kind of...
Yeah, it's so funny. Like people think like COVID and shit, like, oh my God, you're getting together with people. It's like, dude, jiu-jitsu people are already so scared of staff. Like, we're super clean. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, and when I started training again, the big thing that I was going off of was, this is all I'm doing. I'm not going out and hanging with people. I'm not going out and partying. I'm sacrificing everything to do this.
Yeah.
I will sit in my house and do nothing else if it means I can go out and train.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was also part of it, right? What are we going to go a year without training? We're going to be in terrible shape, and then it's going to take us another year to get back in shape?
For real,
like,
dude.
I can't put off my life like that. I'm 27 now. Like, I can't get back to where I'm at now at 29. I can't take 2 years off.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Can't do it, man.
100%, man. Like, I'm almost 30, man. I turned 29 like this year. Yeah, dude. And I was like, I remember like I had to look in the mirror and I'm like, let me ask you a question. How long do you think like the average like American lives?
Oh, the average American? Dude, the average American probably doesn't live past like 75, 80.
Yeah, right? So it's like 75, 80, between like 70 and 80 years old, right? Probably, until they make like anti-age serum or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So if you break that down into days, that's about 27,000 days.
Oh, man.
That's a small
I didn't like
number.
Right? I did not like hearing that number.
Hate that number?
I did not like hearing that.
I thought I had 100,000. Fuck you, bro.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. So I had to fucking like look in the mirror. But one of my college professors told me that shit. And that's one of the reasons like I go after shit like as much as I can. Because that quote fucking scared the shit out of me.
I do not like that.
I had to remember that shit. I told myself like, and I'm like just because you lost your job, it's like, man, the fucking train doesn't stop, baby.
No, man. Nope.
Yeah, we better find a fucking new fucking engine to fucking pull this caboose around.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, it'll be worse if you're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. At least if you're chasing something, you're working towards something.
Yeah, dude. You're getting better, too. Yes. You know what I mean? Sharpen an axe, man. Mm-hmm. Be marketable in some capacity.
Exactly. Well, because that's what it is, right? If you take a look at anyone, in our sport or anyone in anything, no one just gets amazing immediately.
Yeah.
You have to fail a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the great thing about jiu-jitsu. No one keeps track of your record.
No, dude, yeah.
I feel like most people would have a losing record probably if they kept track of your record, man.
Yeah, man. Like, fucking A. Well, let me ask you this.
Please.
Like, is jiu-jitsu your full-time job? When did you make the move to like, what did you do before? I'm curious.
Yes.
Like, I want to know your path.
So when I was a purple belt was when I had met Ashley, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I went out to the UK right after I got my brown belt. Now, when I was out there, I was working at Best Buy still. I was a full-time manager at Best Buy.
Nice.
So when I was out in the UK, I'm training with dudes, that are in like the UFC, and I'm training with dudes that the best in jiu-jitsu, and I'm training with just crazy great guys.
Killers,
and then I came back and I had to go to like customer service bullshit Tom and be like, hi, how are you, sir?
Yeah.
And have to get like abused because a dude can't get his fucking toaster at a cheaper price.
For real.
So I realized real quick, I was like, this is not going to be my life.
Yeah.
At that point. And I'd already been in retail for like 8 years. I was done. So at that point, I kind of started planning my exit strategy, right?
That's cool, man.
So this kind of became the thing was I didn't want to ask, JM and Zach to pay me a full-time salary. Especially a year ago, 2 years ago, that was not going to happen.
Yeah, especially with like the way things were going too.
It just was not going to happen.
Like, so they're trying to build up, so
yes.
they didn't have resources to give out.
So what I did was I started teaching at a lot of gyms part-time. Started teaching here, started teaching at 10th Planet Allentown, 10th Planet Newton, 10th Planet New York City, 10th Planet Woodbridge before it was defunct,
nice.
And my friend that owns Hillsborough, BJJ. So if I'm in 6 places a week and I'm hitting up a bunch of classes a day, more than enough for me to survive. Plus, I'm also doing privates, and privates aren't cheap. If you want, one-on-one time, it's not cheap. It's worth it, but it ain't $20 an hour. So, it adds up. It adds up to a more than livable wage.
Yeah.
Obviously, so my goal is to, eventually have a gym space. Something as equivalent to this would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But for right now, man, this is fantastic. And I'm so much happier going this route. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm probably still making, or when I was, before COVID, when everything was perfect, I was still probably making a little bit less money than when I was a manager at Best Buy, but I was in control of my own freaking career path.
Dude, yeah. So let me ask you this, because this is something that's been plaguing me, because, you know, I'm not teaching jiu-jitsu. I'm less in the world. I'm a casual blue belt at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I could, like, with the things I do, like, you know, I train park. I was a manager of a parkour gym before.
Were you really?
Yeah, before like COVID hit. That's where I became unemployed, and then I've been kind of going down the video route. But right now, with the chasing the video and the podcast stuff, I don't have health insurance, and I'm still training in all these crazy things. Like I rock climb, I do a lot of this stuff. Hell, like, what are you doing for that,
bro? So I pay for my health insurance still. So essentially, when I quit Best Buy, I was able to sign up for a program called Cobra.
Yeah.
Which would extend my health insurance benefits, so I still do that.
Word.
And it's not exactly cheap.
It is not, yeah.
But at the same time, things happen in the sport, and it's just something that I feel like I should probably do.
Yeah.
And I'll also admit, part of that came from, like, my parents basically, like, telling me if I'm going to quit my job, I kind of had to do something like that. Because for a pretty long time, my family really wasn't super on board with it.
Yeah,
but
I believe it.
I was so unhappy.
Dude,
like,
100%.
it was very clear. So,
and it's hard to explain to people that aren't in it too, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that.
So, it's definitely worth it to have something, but I totally understand, you know, it kind of sucks when...
Yeah, man. Like right now, that's why, like, that's another reason, you know, I train like I can't afford to get injured. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and I choose my training partners pretty wisely. You know what I mean? I don't look at the big, like, 300-pound white belt and go, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that guy today.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
That's a fucking problem. So
Smart, man.
I'm pretty good again, you know, about being safe with the rolling partners and choosing them wisely. It's a funny thing. Like, everyone was. This year, that was like a lesson, because I saw a lot of injuries, and I had conversations with Matt. Is a great example. You know, it's like, you got to learn how to choose your training partners, because you can be doing some of the craziest shit with some of these guys that are insanely good, and no one's going to get hurt.
Exactly.
But then, you know, it's just like you said, when you least expect it, you know, the ankle pops because someone fell on it weird from a judo throw or some shit.
It's what it is. Jiu-Jitsu's kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
Things just happen at any point. But I wouldn't trade this life for the world, man. Like, Jiu-Jitsu has taught me so much. Like, I literally don't even know what I would do with that. So here, let's even go into that. Why don't you tell me something that you've learned, or something that Jiu-Jitsu's taught you about yourself, about life?
Yeah, man.
This is a big one.
Yeah, that's a great one, man. I think
Bardic Inspiration Podcast, right? This is what we got to talk about right now.
Definitely,
let's inspire some people.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good question. Let me think. One I can definitely say is we were touching on this a little bit before the podcast as well. One thing that I learned that is a lesson that you can't know unless you're in it is the people you'll meet, and I can walk into any jiu-jitsu gym, or maybe not, but every one so far that I've walked into where I train at, dude, and I get to hang out after when we're cleaning the mats and shit like that, dude. The people you meet are on some other level of, like, synergy and brotherhood shit. Mm-hmm. And I think that, like I said, the only other place in my life that I've seen that is like military shit, dude.
Right.
So like that dark humor and stuff. It's like, dude, we're literally practicing trying to kill each other and rip our limbs off. Mm-hmm. Like, if I can do that with you, nothing I say is gonna hurt your feelings.
Right.
Kind
Exactly.
of thing, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a real brotherhood thing.
Dude, it's beautiful to see that. It's one of the reasons, like, I'm not getting out of it. Like, I'm not winning ADCC anytime soon. Right. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll win another couple of tournaments before I hit 30. That's my goal this year, to train pretty hard. But I don't know. I don't think I'm giving it up, man. My son just started training. I just got him his first.
I didn't know you had a son.
Yeah, dude. He's like 11 years old. He's going to be 12 next month.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I had him in high school.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Don't do that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, that's better now, man. You're not changing diapers and shit.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love my son, man. It's interesting because, like, during COVID and shit, like, the schools, like, he was working from home, and, like, I was like, dude, like, I'm, like, trying to do, like, podcast stuff from home, like he lives with his mom, but I had him for, like, a month there. I was like, yeah, let's fucking hang out. Like, I'll teach you whatever they're teaching you, like, in school. Like, it's funny. I was giving him, like, an extra lesson, like, afterward. Really? I'm like, all right, what do you want to like, pick a topic here, and I will teach you something. So
that's
he was
funny.
Like, I want to learn science. So we did the vinegar baking soda.
That's cool. That's really cool that your kid is like of an age where you guys can have like a conversation and
man.
like do cool things like that. Like
it's so funny.
I hate saying this, but I'm going to talk about most of the people that I know that are like that have kids are like single mothers that their kids are really young, and I don't want to be around their kid for more than like an hour and a half.
Dude, for sure, man.
I'm sorry,
it's
but
funny, man. My nephew, like he doesn't shut up, and he's like 3 years old. He can barely like figure out how to talk, and he's just saying like I have magnets in my pocket from him because I had to take them away from him. But he's like I have magnets holding up the posters in my school bus, and he's like picking them off, and he's like magnets, like saying weird words. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop!
Just repeating
total
words.
Chaos.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And he's just saying it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, you need to stop playing with those.
His
and
brain
stop saying
just processing and storing it in his long-term memory.
Yeah, dude.
It's just
it's so fucking crazy, man. But yeah, like my son, man, like I can take him on. I'm actually taking my son for his birthday. I made him a deal. I said, like, if you get A's and B's this like quarter, we're gonna take a trip to my cousin in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my cousin lives in Wisconsin, like near Milwaukee, and every time a Resident Evil game comes out, we have to beat it. So the new one's coming out.
That's pretty sick.
So I told my son he could come with us, and we're gonna do like
that'd be really
a ropes
cool.
course or something fun like that.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
really
like to keep the family integrated and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's really good, man.
Do you have any family members that train? Are you the only one?
Yeah, no, man.
It's crazy, man. How's Thanksgiving for you, bro? It's so hard.
Thanksgiving, yeah, it's funny, man, because like I'm lucky that my family gets what I do now. Like there was a time period, like I can remember my parents tried convincing me to be like a swimmer for like they tried giving. I'm like, nah, that is not me.
Yeah, for real.
Like they all get it now. Like there was a time period where like I could feel like my extended family was all like, so you still doing that touching guys thing, right? It's like, yeah. But now it's like, you know, I'm at a point where like they can actually see that things go really well.
Dude, it's so funny. I have like one friend that's like he's like thuggy, and like he thinks like jiu-jitsu was he used to think jiu-jitsu is gay, and then I showed him some shit. I'm like, yeah, well, like I roll around with guys so that I can do this to you,
right.
and he respects it,
and then he respects it, right?
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't call me gay anymore.
So funny. My dad did do taekwondo when he was younger.
Yeah,
so
he kind of has some idea of it.
Yeah, he did get it. I mean, obviously it's totally different than grappling.
Yeah,
but the good part is, you know, my parents were very active when I was wrestling. So they definitely understand, you know, grappling to a point. Like they could understand wrestling. Like they understood I shouldn't say all the moves, but you know, they understood the majority of things that were happening in that.
Yeah.
My parents don't necessarily understand, like, you know, if we're like in guard and something's happening, they don't see like a sub happening. But
yeah.
They're supportive now, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, because it's hard, man. Like if I didn't have like a good support system around me, shit would not be that easy, man.
Dude, 100%, man. Like it's crazy, especially like quitting your job and shit. Like you need your parents. Like some days you're just like fucking getting home. You're like, Mom, did you cook tonight? And he'd like give me some macaroni and cheese.
Dude,
or something.
I will admit 1,000% that like without my parents, things would be really, really fucking difficult.
Yeah,
it would be really hard. I'm really lucky that I have really good parents.
Yeah, man.
Like, because I feel bad. Some of my friends or, you know, people I talk to, they tell me about like how bad of like relationships they have with their family.
Parents. Yeah, man.
And it makes problems. Like,
No
there's
doubt,
a reason
man.
when I start looking at their personal life and stuff, I'm like, oh man, you're kind of not fully together there either. I'm like, it might have a little bit of something to do.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And you can identify that, like coming from that kind of thing. And it's a pity, but at the same time, like those are usually hard people. You know,
100%,
hardened
100%.
People.
And there's also, I'm kind of generalizing, obviously. But it's also kind of it's a really good thing for me to ask, because you can usually tell how good someone, or like you know, how normal someone is when you ask, oh, how's your relationship with your parents? And they're like, oh man, my dad's a bitch. And you're like, oh man. I'm like, okay, so let me scale back a little bit on this guy and put some walls up here.
Well, dude, like it's a funny thing that like I've told this to like my female friends too, like because I can see some of the ways some of my male friends treat their mom. I'm like, if you see that,
that's a bad one. Yeah.
You aren't gonna get a different version of that. Like, he's gonna be nice to you because he's trying to smash, but then he's gonna treat you like, man, you gotta. The parental relationship shit is like the red flags, man. That shit's real.
It's a good one that I always try and keep in mind.
Yo, there's a funny fucking meme I saw. It's just like it's a dude like looking through binoculars, and the shades are on the end, and it's like me looking for red flags when she got a fatty.
Yeah. Oh god.
Terrible.
Easy to overlook the red flags, man. Done it a couple times. Done it more than I'd like to.
Dude, that happens to the best of us, brother.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding, my friend.
Yo, for real. Damn, man. Yo, so like, what's the next like big step, man? So you want to get your black belt? We want to open up a gym. Are you like born and raised in the Bethlehem area?
No, so I live in New Jersey. So I've been making this like hour drive for like 9 years.
Damn, dude. So you drove here like an hour. Bro,
yes.
We could have fucking found somewhere closer, bro. My God, I feel like an asshole right
Well, I thought you were like west. And I'm east.
Yeah,
so this was kind of a
like
midpoint.
South.
Are we?
South, yeah.
Next time, we'll remember
figure
that.
it out. Yeah,
We'll
Are you near like Perth Amboy, right? That's
yes.
where Matt's at.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
I'm like 20 minutes away from like where Matt is now.
Damn, dude. I know like the podcast studio I used to do like Rob Deagle and like a couple of those guys is like really close to there. I
really?
Had you go there, man.
We'll remember for next time.
Yeah, next
That's
time
cool.
for sure, bro. Definitely.
You needed to see the gym anyway.
Dude, I'm really happy. Let's talk about that a little bit, man. You gave me like the nickel tour.
Shout out to JM Holland and Zach Maslany, 10th Planet Bethlehem.
100%, man. Like I want to like get out of the way.
I know.
I wanted
right?
to make sure
it's
we
like,
even had the finishers.
So there's new gym here. Right? We've been in here for maybe like 7 weeks or so. It's about 10 times the size of the old location.
This is the biggest jiu-jitsu gym I've ever been in.
There's not many that you're going to see that are better quality than this here,
dude.
Like,
and that's another thing, right? The size and the quality are like a match. Like obviously, there's a few like things in the front that you're kind of working on.
Of course,
like you said, this used to be a laser
tag facility. That's now a jiu-jitsu gym.
It's pretty interesting, man.
Exactly.
It's I gotta say, man. Like how big is this mat space? That's got to be like fucking 40 feet.
Yeah, it's got to be at least that, if not bigger. I mean, I'm not great at square footage. I don't want to exaggerate, but I'm going to say that this is probably like 6,000, 8,000 square feet.
Yeah, and you have 2 mat spaces, right?
Yes.
Like I kind of, maybe at the very end, I'll like spin the camera around just so I can
that's
see.
cool. Yeah, we're on mat 1 here, mat 2 in the back, which is our kickboxing area.
Oh, sweet. So you have a striking program and stuff?
Yeah, it's specifically the striking is in the back. We keep all the pads and whatnot back there. And
that's fucking sweet, man.
It's funny because like I don't even see any of my striking friends anymore. Like before we started here, I ran into one of my friends in the back, and I haven't seen him in like 7 weeks.
Yeah,
I was like, "What's up, man? I haven't seen you."
Yeah, you're in the back gym, man.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I don't even see some of these people now.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
I think you said the one thing we're missing here is the shower, but that's coming soon.
We'll end up putting in a shower. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I had said, the big thing is we're gonna have to institute a clean right after you shower rule or something like that, so people don't make the shower all nasty.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I think at Studio 84 they just put in a second shower, and that's like a tiny little spot. Have you been there yet?
I did go in there once,
dude. It's fucking fun, man.
It's a nice spot.
A good spot.
It's a nice spot. I got to take one of Jay's classes.
Yeah, dude. His fucking classes are the shit.
He's really good.
But I was looking at your I-beams. I'm like, oh, you could do the conveyor belt boxing thing that they have here, like really well. You could implement it really nicely here. But yeah, man, that's fucking sick, man.
The cool part is we have so many things that we can do in here.
I know.
Like we have so much bare wall, obviously. I know we're looking at putting some artwork on the walls and whatnot. And
dude, I gotta say, man, like the whole vibe in here is like I said, like right when I walked in, I'm like, dude, this feels state of the art.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So your plan is to hold the finishers competitions here as well?
Yes, so we held the open here already, and we're going to hold the absolute in here too. So this was the fun part, right? So we held the open just a couple days ago. I think we had to call out of bounds one time the entire event. Just look at how big this room is.
Yeah.
Like
it must have been 2 fucking 400-pound dudes.
It was pretty funny. Like we didn't even get close to the walls. We got over toward like the carpet once.
Yeah.
But it was like outside of that, like there's no out of bounds here. We're not worried about that at all.
That's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, are these the same mats that were at that barn thing?
I think the tournament mats might be in the back. I don't entirely. Yeah. They might be the kickboxing mats.
Yeah, it's the same. Yes, the same basically. Whatever's in.
A portion of these are definitely those mats. Definitely.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm just thinking, bro. How big's a class? Like, what's an open mat in here size? Like, how many people are in here?
50, 80, 100.
That's insane.
It all depends. I don't know. I'm really trying not to exaggerate. I probably am, but it's big.
You're probably not exaggerating because I could see that.
Well, because it was funny. I remember the first class that we did in here, the very first Monday. We had so many people in here. I was like, oh, the mat space isn't big enough. We need more. I'm like, we need more already. I'm like, that was quick.
Yeah,
we're bumping in everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Dude.
Yeah.
Well, I remember back, like the last time I was at your old location, man, was for like a holiday open mat.
Yes.
Which I highly recommend anyone out there that's in PA come to a 10th Planet holiday open mat. They're amazing.
Christmas Eve, New Year's, Black Friday.
Yeah.
All of them. We hold them a lot.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving one was like fucking, that was the last time I went, man. It's crazy. Like you see people from everywhere, man. You had like the Naples from fucking Delaware and like John Lyons.
Well, even like the women's open mat that they held maybe a month or two ago, like there were women from like 5 or 6 at least different states.
That's crazy.
There was women from everywhere. It was all crap.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was some hell of a time. That's what it is, man. Like finishers really is like East Coast headquarters, man.
Dude,
like, this is something else. Like,
yeah, man.
I'm so glad I hooked up with these guys, like 8 years ago. Like I remember working with them. We didn't even have our own building. We were inside of another gym. I think it was Hammer Fitness.
Oh man,
we'd have to like walk past all like the dumbbells and stuff to get to the mats.
Yeah.
And it's like now, like name another gym on the East Coast that rivals Shane Zach.
Dude, seriously, man, I can't. Dude, I can't even think. Like this is so immaculate. Like this shit is like I'm looking in here and I'm like imagining like what an open mat's like in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something else, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I really do. I'm a happy guy.
Let's get back to you. My God, I'm like fucking like perplexed. I'm like just
we can talk about this stuff all day, man.
Yeah, dude, I want to do like all the flips and shit in here. Like, but let me talk about like some of your competition stuff.
Sure.
That was a fucking mouthful. Jesus Christ. Do you have like a grudge match you want to do? Like, is there someone you wish you could fight?
Oh man, so right now I don't necessarily. I wish I had a call out. Now would be the perfect time for a fucking call out too. The last time I had someone I wanted to, so I'll go through the criteria of how this comes up in my mind.
Yeah.
So the last time I really, really wanted a match was Rob Best, right after Andrew Kochel.
Yeah,
so that match, I remember just thinking, I was like, I want a match against a dude that if I don't break him or put him unconscious, I'll lose. Yeah. And then I got Rob Best in no time limit sub only at Sogi. Oh, that was awesome. That was so much fun. I did lose like 45 minutes in, but I went 45 minutes.
That's fucking wild.
And that was so much fun. But dude, to be honest with you, right now I don't necessarily have like a. I really do want to get a match at this Finishers Absolute. Like I should have. Man, I wish I came prepared. No, man, I just really want to face some other good brown belt in my size.
For sure.
I just really want that. Like,
let me ask you this:
please.
Is there a rematch that you wish?
I would love to face Kochel again. A cockle.
Yeah.
I would love to face him again. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like I had said, so a little bit of history between me and Andrew.
Yeah, dude.
He was the first person who ever subbed me in competition when I was a white belt. He was 16, I was 19, and I remember he subbed me, and we ended up having another match that same day. And
like two different brackets?
Yes. And I remember he ended up getting like hurt because when I was passing, this was when I was so like new in the sport that I was wearing basketball shorts with pockets, and his foot got caught in my pocket.
Oh man,
passed,
no one gave you
and
shit for those?
And his leg got pulled like all the way up in some weird angle, and the match just got stopped. So I've always wanted that back.
Yeah.
So there we go. I would love to face Andrew Cockle in a match again.
I'm telling him.
There you go.
I'm going to see him later.
Send him this. I would love that one. That would be fun.
Hell yeah, dude. Maybe we can do it on my show.
all in good fun.
Yeah,
and
no doubt, dude.
Yeah, friendly as hell. I love Andrew. He's a great dude.
Yeah, dude.
But I would love that one again. That would be a fun one.
That's fucking awesome, man. That's fun. I'll ask one more.
Please.
That's like a competitive thing.
Yeah, please.
Is there a match you'd like to see between two people?
Oh yeah. So let's go right to this. And I still really want to see the Ray and John Calistine match.
Word.
So I feel bad for Sam specifically because it's not like that's a completely freak occurrence.
Yeah.
So we had something very similar at Finishers. Where it was the one right before the one we were just talking about, before the barn, right? We were in that hotel. And we had matches going until like almost like 1 at night. And the owner was freaking out at Zach because he wanted to leave so bad. And Zach was just kind of like, we got more matches. Like, luckily that dude just kind of like bitched and moaned and stayed. But like these things happen where people that you need for them to be there,
in the building,
they want to leave. These things happen. I feel really bad that like Sam's getting flack for it. Like it shouldn't be that way.
Let's talk about it like specifically, like because we're like logistically
we're in the know.
Yes. So what happened? And comment on this. Like maybe you kind of saw more than I did, but there was this doctor there and the athletic commissioner was there, right? So the doctor was like, oh my God, it's 10 p.m. and there's still like whatever, maybe 8 matches at that time, right? Including the bracket. So it was like unconfirmed what was
money on the line in these brackets.
Dude, 100%. And he was like, I'm leaving. And then, dude, it was fucking insane what was going on. Like you had fucking like people coming up. Like I thought that dude was going to get fucking jumped.
Let me also say, I knew none of this was happening at all through the entire thing, right? I only found out about this as I got got off the match after Alan Sanchez in the final. And I'm like, okay, Zach, you want to ref these last 2 matches? And Zach's like, I don't think they're happening. So I didn't know until I got off the mat at the very end.
Dude, and it was fucked up the way, like, the last match, right? I believe it was PJ
Barch and Alan Sanchez had to go on directly afterward.
Dude, like after Alan just got done with his match,
Alan
right?
just beat Jay-Z Cavalcante. He beat him 30 seconds before an OT.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, get back out there and go face PJ
Yeah,
now.
dude, like, didn't even have fucking 5 minutes,
It's
bro.
like, are you serious?
Yeah, man. Like, we had to rush mats, and like, to your point, the John Calstein match had to get canceled.
Yes.
Because we needed to pack it in, man.
Yes.
It's insane. I think, like, what the problem is, like, because the athletic commissioner was there, too.
It is that, yes.
You know what I mean? He would have been the one to shut it down. You know
I just
what
don't
mean?
understand why they thought the event would end early.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been to the 2300 arena maybe, like, 5 times.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen it end before 11.
Yeah.
We didn't let people in until 5:30.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the match.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Ray obviously because I know he wanted that match. He got I think both of them ended up having like reschedules 2 or 3 different times those weeks. But the thing is John hasn't competed in like 3 years.
Oh wow.
2 or 3 years, and John had like a bunch of family and friends there, all there to support him. And it's like, dude, how are you gonna?
Yeah,
it was just messed up for that,
man.
And once again, it's all on the doctor. It's not on anyone else.
Well, dude, like Sam was telling me, like he tightened it up with John. Like he compensated those guys so well. Like he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like paid them out, like regardless, and paid for their hotels and the flights and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was just so unfortunate.
It was, man, and that's one of the things that like I personally like. What I charged Sam, I would not have charged like someone else. You know what I mean? Like Sam, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I believe in his vision. You know what I mean? Like I really wanted the Emerald City thing to go down. Like it was the amount of work I put into that. Like shit, like logistically, like we were like, yeah, man. Like we scouted the location multiple times. We had to buy like all the money that we got profited like from the Emerald City thing went back into our equipment. Equipment we bought before the event. You know what I mean? Because we were like, dude, we're gonna need all this for this to go off without a hitch.
You guys did do a good job,
dude.
And the whole event, I feel like between you guys and us and Sam and everything went.
Dude, no one could tell what was happening, and this is insane, bro. Sam, while this shit was melting down, like Andrea, his lovely wife or fiance, yeah, dude, like she was handling everything so well. Oh my god! And then like she was reporting, like Sam, they're trying to shut shit down, and Sam's next to the fucking commentators, bro. And he had to sit in for Jay when he was like coaching.
When he was coaching,
oh
John,
my God. I was like, bro, how the fuck is Sam not freaking the fuck out on camera right now? Because like we would have him up on the screen, you know, between matches, and he's like, yeah. So next up we got this, and he's like calm and cool and collected. I'm like, bro, how the fuck did you do that? I could not believe that he was so fucking able to keep his shit together.
So was he doing the announcing too?
He was doing it in the beginning, and then he handed it off to Gene.
Okay, so
it was
there
so funny.
Else.
Sam was like, dude, announcing is not for me. I fucking am so bad at that, or something like that. He said it, I think.
It's hard, man. It is hard. Even commentating's hard.
It is, man, dude. It's so good that we had Jay there, man.
Jay's amazing.
Jay was holding shit down, bro.
That's honestly something I want to get into is commentating. I would love to one day get to like commentate with Jay.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
I think so, man. I think you have good shit to say. Like it's so important to have like an informed guy. It was so funny. Gene, he's a wrestling guy, right? And he was quiet 90% of the time, you know what I mean? It was funny. Like Jay would be like, "Oh, we got some wrestling going on finally, huh?" Because like everyone was like lagging like before that. He was like, "Yeah, so this that, and the other thing," and then it got back to like really intense jiu-jitsu shit. And he was like,
"Well, that was the thing when Sam told me that was the guy."
Yeah,
and I'm sure that he's very knknowledgeable.
Oh yeah,
but
for
it's
sure.
Still just outside of his wheelhouse.
Yeah, man.
It's still just outside of it.
Especially with how technical matches were, man. Like I was watching like a couple of the matches, and it was just like some of the leg lock shit. It's like, dude, if you're not in the game, there's no way you have any fucking idea what's happening.
It would be like me trying to go commentate Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I wrestled, but that's still a totally different sport. It's like, dude, it's not going to happen.
It's like, oh, he got his back.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he just threw the shit out of him. I'm like, oh, that was cool. I'm like, what am I going to say? I don't even know the points. I'm like,
that was cool.
Yeah, that was badass. Like,
dude, it's so funny. Like I used to commentate for like we were talking about like some gaming stuff, but we used to run the Smash Brothers events. I used to commentate those matches, and dude, I would pun the shit out of like some fucking shit like I don't remember like some of the shit I used to say.
You'd say puns?
Yeah, like
oh,
dude, yeah. No, it was like Mr. Game & Watch. I know, there was a Mr. Game & Watch like video. It's like where most of you would won, and the whole time like his down air is like he brings out the key to fucking hit the shit out of you, and I'm like, looks like Game & Watch has the key to victory. Am I right?
God. God. Oh, I would yell at you if I was competing. I'd be like, "Shut up!"
Well, they couldn't hear me.
Oh, they couldn't hear you.
The people on stream could.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
dude, it's so fucking funny. But yeah, man, it's at the same time, like I competed and it's so hard to, like, this is a crazy thing, right? Like trying to run and at it at the same time. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but that's a nightmare.
Dude, competing is difficult enough.
Yeah,
it's like that. It's funny because like I know we've just talked about a little bit of competition and stuff, but like competing is like one of like the scariest things for me,
dude, for sure, man.
Like so this is something that like I've only kind of just been discovering like the last like week or two.
Tell me, like, what do you do to prepare? You like hidden like traditional meals you always do?
This is the thing, man. So I've started discovering the last little while that I don't do a very good job prepping for these things. So one of the things that I've kind of been reading about and keeping in my mind recently is, when people have like problems in their life, they usually have like the same couple problems that recur at different time periods over and over again, right? It's not like you have 1,000 different problems that keep happening. My issue is self-confidence. And I know that's stupid because I'm a pretty confident guy and, I smile a lot. But when it comes to competition, it's self-confidence.
It's crazy, right? You get like imposter syndrome and shit.
Yes.
It's crazy,
there's
man.
a lot of times where, and because I talked to Matt DeViri about this right before the Naga that I competed in January, where like I felt great in the training, I felt awesome, but I said out loud, I feel like I'm not going to do as well when I get on the mat. Like I just have it in my head that when I compete down. I don't compete to my best potential. Like, so a guy like Zach Edwards, another JM Holland and Zach Maslany brown belt, he competes to his best fucking potential. I just don't think he gives a shit. I think he's just like, whatever, I'm happy.
Yeah.
He's great at competing to his potential. I always compete like down.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's something, I've been working on a lot recently, is just trying to, I'm a fucking brown belt. Like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
there should be no doubt in my
yeah.
head. But, it's something that, something that I always, try and work on. And this isn't necessarily even like a just me thing. So I was watching a video that was talking about Michael Chandler with the exact same thing. How Michael Chandler, who's he's about to fight for the UFC lightweight title. If anyone doesn't know who Michael Chandler is, Michael Chandler, he was talking about how, through college, through high school, every time he was at his biggest match for wrestling, he lost. And it fucked his self-confidence up after a while. And it's like, when something like that happens, if you don't think about it and fix it, that can haunt you your whole life.
Yeah, dude.
And when it comes to something like competition, you got to fix that. If you want to be good, you're good, man. It's all good. And so that's something that, it's something that I've been trying to think about for like a couple months now, because that's what it was. Before this tournament in January, I don't want to say a terrible self-image, but I wasn't nearly as confident as I felt like I should have been. But then, thinking about this all the time and keeping it in mind, and I feel like working on it, it's made a big difference. But, it's that's a big thing, man. It's just your mental, where you are mentally needs to be right for these things. You can't it doesn't matter how good you are. If you go into it and you're not there, it's just not going to work. I mean, you could see these things happen in the UFC sometimes where dudes just break in the middle of the fight. Dude, and it's done. It's over. It doesn't matter how close it was. They're done. They're not competing at the same level anymore.
Yeah.
And if you're like that before you even get on the mat,
it's rough.
It's not good, man. It's not good.
I can even touch on this a little bit, like during COVID, right? So I used to, before COVID and everything, when I still lived in Reading, PA, I used to host an open mic every fourth Thursday. So I was consistently hosting an open mic and performing at them regularly, right? There was open mics I would hit up as much as I could, right?
Like stand-up comedy open mic?
Music open mic.
Okay.
But also those, actually.
Yes.
I fucking love, actually, stand-up comedy open mics. I have a couple bits I do. Like, I can do a short set, but I'm no fucking Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like... COVID knocked every fucking open mic I know of out.
Right.
I don't even know if they're back yet.
I have no idea.
It sucks. But it's one of those things. I perform too. Like, I used to be a performing artist. Right. I got one gig during COVID, and if it wasn't for like these virtual open mics that were going down, I don't know what the fuck I would be doing.
It'd be really hard, right?
Dude, like because I was doing the virtual open mics, it was like me fucking sitting on my couch playing guitar for like, you know, a live video. Nothing compared to like the real thing. But yeah, man, like right now, man, I don't know how well, like, because I haven't been doing the open mics and shit, dude, I don't know how well I would perform.
Right.
But it's the same thing, bro. The more you do it, I think that's one of the reasons Zach Edwards told me that shit, actually, I think, where he's like, dude, if you do it all the time, like, it's like brushing your teeth. And every weekend you compete, you know what I mean?
That's why you got to just be in the room, man. You just keep getting in the room and just keep working hard.
Yeah, same for training in general without competing. Absolutely, man.
That's what it is. You just got to put work in.
Yeah, desensitize yourself to the scenario. Yeah, that's what, like, for me, like, I fucking competing fucks me up.
Exactly.
Dude. Like, I get like bubble guts all the fucking time.
Well, it's like when I'm this whole conversation about self-confidence, when I'm speaking specifically to competition is one thing, but like jiu-jitsu is like the most confidence building activity that I could possibly think of. Like, nothing makes you feel better about yourself than building a skill, getting your body in better shape, getting your lungs in better shape, and working on your brain all at the same time.
Dude, 100%. You hit it on the nose.
And you're working socially. You're making friends. It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot.
Definitely is, man.
It's a great thing. I love it. Yeah. I really do love it, man. It's something else.
So we're getting close to 4.
I know.
I see people are kind of filtering
in.
do
you see people?
Yeah, they're filtering in. I don't know if you want to hard cut it now or like give it a couple more minutes.
We'll talk for like another minute or two. Anything else we can think of?
Well,
we got to do this again, though, because this was honestly really fun.
Dude, I had a fucking blast, bro.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was really nervous on my way here because, like, I love talking. Like, I've
it's crazy. Like, how long have we been trying to line this up?
We've been trying to do this for like 8 months.
Wales.
Yes. And it's funny because, like, I've been wanting to do this for like a long time. I've always thought like a podcast would be super, super fun to be on.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, next time we'll definitely need to do this again and do a little bit more time. We'll make sure.
I want to kind of go into like I'm so glad we hit the jiu-jitsu stuff, but I definitely want to know more about Tom and how he's the fucking top 1% fucking Call of Duty guy over here. God, we didn't even get into that.
I'm just a riot shield bitch, and I just throw stuns at people and beat them up with sticks.
That's fucking awesome. I'm with it.
It's the life.
But yo, let me know, like, where can people reach out to you? They want some privates. They want to like check you out on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we got your Instagram handle over here.
So Instagram, you can reach out to me. My last name Cellamare. Cellamare T is my Instagram. You can reach out to me through Facebook. Tom Cellamare. 10th Planet Bethlehem. I'm here. We have our website, Finishers MMA. You can find me on their Instagram page too. Either way, happy to do privates. Happy to even just talk about things. Like I'm happy to really do anything. I'm here to help the community however I can. This is what I like to do. Like I said, this is what I do full time. So happy to do anything I can to help.
That's fucking awesome. One more sentiment before we end here. Any advice that you can give someone who's looking to transition, maybe from not even with jiu-jitsu, right? Just anything from like doing the full-time job thing to doing a passion.
So you're going to have a lot of doubts before you pull the trigger. Like I had a lot of doubts, but if you're in a spot where you know you'll be able to recover, if like worst case scenario, it's okay, this isn't going to work out, have something else in mind that you could always go back to, but just know that you're going to be a lot happier pulling the trigger and failing than wondering what if. That's a big piece. Like you don't want to be 20, 30 years down the line still working a job you hate, wondering what if I quit and what if I tried? What if you did? What if you fail? And that's a big thing, right? What if is in who cares if you fail? If you do, whatever. It's better than not trying. And it's a good story, and it's going to end up building something for you. It's going to build character for you at the very least.
One thing I can even touch on that, man, it builds networking for you to make the next move.
Yes.
Like maybe you think, I'm going to be the next Who Wants to Be a Millionaire contestant.
Yes.
And now you're hosting Family Feud or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's like, you never know where life's going to go, but if you don't make choices and make changes, how can you expect to change?
I'll fucking drink to that.
Probably the best way I can leave off on, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That was perfect. Take it easy, guys. Make sure you follow Tom, follow 10th Planet Bethlehem, and check out the Finishers podcast as well.